A very good evening to you. Thanks for choosing Newzroom Afrika. Your sports is going to be focused on this in this hour. On Tuesday, Royal AM owner Shawn Mkhize's home and the clubhouse were raided by police and SARS officials as authorities aim to preserve and secure assets while searching for documents related to an outstanding tax debt of nearly 40 million rand. While the club has remained mum on the topic, the woes and uncertainty mounts, especially considering a ruling that they need to pay former forward Samir Nurković over 10 million rand. To speak more about the case, we have Nurkovic's lawyer, Davor Lazić. A very good evening and welcome to Newzroom Afrika, joining us from Croatia. Thanks for your time. After seeing the home of your player's former club being raided, are you quite nervous that it will just extend the current case that you guys have still waiting for your settlement?
Well, first of all, good evening to you and good evening to all the listeners, viewers, watchers of Newzroom. Well, I honestly do not know how this issue, this raid will affect Samir Nurkovic's position. As a lawyer, generally, I wouldn't have anything, against putting out in public the message, as SARS did it, that no one is above the law. However, in this particular case, when we are considering the interest of my client, Mr. Samir Nurković, I would rather be, much happier if we would read that Shawn Mkhize, signed some beautiful contract, that she is that she does not have any tax issues whatsoever, and that she is successful. Whether it's connected or whether it's going to influence the payment of the dues that are already adjudicated a year and a half ago, it's yet to be seen.
It's been a frustrating wait since that award was given by FIFA that Royal AM had to pay your player almost 2 years of the contract. You guys have gone through a lot of processes since. Where do you currently stand?
Well, I can give you an exclusive info. Yesterday, unfortunately, we needed to request from FIFA to open further disciplinary proceedings against Royal AM. Basically, as you mentioned, this contract of Samir Nurković was terminated now more than 2 years ago, unlawfully by the club due to some apparent injury of his. And basically, we received in May 2023 final and binding decision of CAS and month and a half from FIFA and month and a half ago from CAS, which only confirmed that FIFA's decision, and by refusing to accept this appeal of theirs. Basically, I really didn't have the case that is dragging this long as this one, and I'm not sure why they are doing this. From the start of it, there was a lot of different statements, in relation to facts of the case, like Samir came there injured, so he got injured, and then he never came there, never appeared in club, although he played that Mekufa Cup match. And afterwards, when we joined proceedings before FIFA, they shifted stories to some different fairy tales, and once we finished with it, actually, they stated that they never received this FIFA's decision. Basically, everything was proved to be wrong later on, during the CAS appeal stage of the case. And there was no other option for us, for Samir and myself, than to go back to FIFA, because we tried to, in the last 6 weeks, we tried to contact the club. We exchanged a lot of correspondence, a lot of emails. However, they decided not to pay any money. So at this stage, we, apart from that amount of money, we asked for further fines towards the club, including also deduction of the points and relegation to lower the division, because they are a repeated offender as well.
So what sanction is the club actually looking at now that you have filed an official complaint with FIFA?
Well, that again depends on FIFA disciplinary committee. But when they rule on our new request, they will take into consideration all the aggravating circumstances, such as the fact that they haven't complied with the decision for a year and a half, and now there is, current 3 transfer period bans is elapsing. Further to it, they also, in the meantime, they didn't respect the decision in relation to another player, to Ricardo dos Santos Nascimento. So they are doing that occasionally, and I think all of those aggravating circumstances can make the decision worse for the club itself. Whether there's going to be deduction of points and how many points will be deducted, whether it's going to be relegation to lower division, it's yet to be seen. But I expect that the transfer ban will stay on until they finally pay all those dues towards Samir, that they will additionally get fined, I think approximately 20-25 Swiss francs will do in this case, and then basically that they will get some deduction of points, if not the relegation to lower division.
What if the club ceases to exist?
Well, that would be pity, for all involved, for the club, from SAFA Football Association, for NSL, and of course for Samir Nurković, But then we will see what would happen. There might be some new investor, who's going to buy the club with all those, obligations and all those duties. So we will see. I really do not expect that club would cease to exist because of only these 2 cases. I think the value of the club is much more higher than the money that they owe to those 2 players. But it, remains to be seen.
Samir Nurkovic's attorney Davor Lazić chatting to us from Zagreb in Croatia. Thank you so much for that update.